Hey guys, welcome to Tanya's Needle Hook Nook. Sorry I haven't seen you guys for a little bit. It's been a couple weeks here. Just with school starting and everything, getting the kids organized and just the change in routine from the school kids that were coming here to the day home to now without them, and then sometimes after school, and just getting used to all that schedule and stuff. It's been super busy, so I haven't had much time to get on here to do a video with you guys. I have 3 works in progress to show you guys. I have 2, actually I would say 5 finished objects. And then I have 3 acquisitions I want to show you guys. So I'll start off with the things that I've shown you before that I've been working on and got a little bit more done on. The first one I'll show you guys is the Meadow Moon sweater. I've kind of worked, last time I saw you guys, the bottom wasn't completed yet. So I've worked the bottom. And it just looks amazing. The 1x1 ribbing there, I think is probably my favorite ribbing to use. Prefer it, I just find it a little bit, neater, I guess, I suppose that would be the way to explain it for me. But a lot of people like it, it's just that's my preference. And then I've started actually on the sleeve. So I've attached the sleeve around here. And I'm just decreasing, going down the sleeve. And then at the end of the sleeve, I will be working some more color work similar to this. And so once I get to that part, I'll show you guys more of how that looks. And it's just, I'm really excited to get it done now that it's starting to get cold. It's like, I got to get this really warm stuff done. And I'm just glad that I started it earlier. And then so the next one that I've already shown you guys but have worked, actually I don't even think I showed you guys this one. I did show you an acquisition for it. So this is the Yay for Yarn cardigan that I was saying that I was wanting to work on with that scarfy cranberry black yarn. So this is how it's working up. It's got a really, really nice color change to it. I've been having to work really hard after I finished the back and the side panels. When I kind of went up the shoulders, I had to really work on the color to make sure that it kind of flowed. And then I actually started one of the sleeves. So here's your 2x2 ribbing. And then I'm working up, and I'm just working it based off of like where I thought my hand would lie on it. So looking at just kind of the bottom ribbing here, where that is, I tried to kind of match up the flow that it was having here so that it would just sit and kind of look the same. I know it's going to be different as the shoulders are sewn on last, so it's hard to kind of color coordinate that, but I'll see if it works out good. I'll let you guys see it when I'm done, and let me know what you guys think when it's all done. So I'm really happy with that. I'm happy with the way the color came out and everything, and I can't wait to wear it because these mornings already are starting to get really cold. And then my last work in progress to show you guys right now is the lavender chair. And this one's called the Pocket Full of Posy. Now, I think it was my last video, I showed you guys the Ring Around the Rosy vests. They were pink, and they were on the hangers and stuff like that. I actually sold a few of those. I sold a child one and an adult one. And another, actually it was more of an infant one and then another child one. So now I'm making these for Christmas, but not in that colorway that's there. I should mention the lavender chair is where I found this pattern. I'm not exactly sure who wrote the pattern, but that's where you guys can find it, is on the lavender chair. This is the one I am working on. I'm started one for my mom for her Christmas parties that she has every year, just with all the ladies. Really good friends of hers from years and years and years past. And it's a really good time. We go for dinner, and then sometimes we go out for karaoke, or lots of times we've been out for karaoke after, and it just make a whole night of it. So it's a lot of fun, and we do a gift exchange. It's typically around the $20 range gift exchange, but it's like home decor type stuff and things people would use, like specialty dish holders and all that kind of stuff. So it's really, really neat and a lot of fun to do, to go and do and get you out of the house. But with COVID, I am not even sure it's going to work, but still we are making these in really good hopes that it's going to happen. So yeah, so this is just kind of the center, and it just keeps getting worked out, and then you leave a portion of about 30 stitches for the arm in between, and you just chain the 30 stitches, keep going around, and then you'll do your next row. So that leaves your arm opening, and it's worked like that. It's a really simple pattern to do. It is worked with chains, single crochets, double crochets, and half double crochets. So yeah, it's really quite simple. Center, work from the center out. I am doing this one. I know I do have the yarn here. This yarn actually calls for a 3 hook and 3 knitting needle. However, to make it as lacy as this, I have went with the 7mm hook. I just find it, it just looks all around really good on the adult ones. This is what I did with the other ones, and it worked really good. So I'm hoping, very hopeful, that it'll work again with the 7mm hook, and it's looking good so far. So let's just see how it ends, and I'll send you guys a picture of it. The yarn that I am using in this black flecky yarn is Rico Design Creative Reflection Prints, and I gave you guys the hook sizes. It is made with 46% skewer wool, 46% polyacryl, acrylic, and 8% polyester. 50 grams, 235 meters. And then these are kind of your cleaning specs, just so you guys can, in case you're interested in it, but it's better to know what you're gonna have to do to keep it clean all the time, right? Okay, and then I just want to show you guys also, this is the color I'm going with. So the first one was for my mom, the black one, and then I'm going with this nice wine color, burgundy. I'm pretty excited about that, and I'll show you guys a video with that once I've got that worked up, or even started to work up. We'll see where everything lies. So that was my works in progress. Now I'll show you guys my finished objects. So this last few weeks I've been spending my time trying to design a pattern. I just wanted to try something different, something of my own, and I thought starting with something that had more of a straight effect to it would make it a lot easier for me to try and build on. And then I found some really good stitches that I liked, and I incorporated it into the mingling mittens. So, and I'm still working on, I want to get some testers to try it. I still have to sew up the sides of the ones I have, but these are the first ones that I finished. So I have those all done. And basically your stitches are the make knot, the C3L, which is a cable cross 3 left, and then your KFB, which is knit front and back. And it's really actually a lot more simple than it sounds. Even though there is a cable in there, I found it really simple to do. So here is one of the mittens. Okay, and this would be for this hand, because this is where my thumb hole goes. And then this one would be for this hand, and my thumb would go in there. But up here we've got a different kind of ribbing than what we're used to. It kind of almost looks like a picket fence. And then working our way up, we've got our knots and our cables, and different increasing and decreasing in there, and some slip purl wise and stuff like that. Yeah, so it was a really fun pattern to design. Lots of frogging, but I think they turned out really good, and can't wait to sew them up and wear them when it is necessary here pretty soon. I did use Premier Cotton Fair, 52% cotton and 48% acrylic. The ball that I did have here, which, I mean, for those two mittens, it didn't seem like it took up very much because there's still quite a bit of yarn left there. But it's 317 yards. What else here? It recommends 3.5 millimeter needles and 4.5 millimeter hook. Now for my pattern, the needle I used, had so many projects I've been working on. The needles that I did use was 3.5 millimeters. So yeah, it was pretty accurate there with the, and they just turned out great. I'm very impressed. I really quite like them. This yarn says machine wash, warm, and then dry flat. And it is a 2 fine yarn. So it works good for mittens if you don't want any really bulky mittens. So I really liked doing that. Once I get it all worked up, I'll let you guys know about it, and I'm not even sure where I'll post it because this is my very first design. I have no idea how to work it. Now this is the fun part. I finished some really fun objects for my grandbaby boy. And I used the Sesame Street line brand One Hat Wonder. Now, I believe I got them on Mary Maxim at 60% off. These ones are 4 medium yarn and a 5.5 millimeter needle, 5.5 millimeter hook, and then here's your specifics on cleaning. But it is intentionally used for a hat, but I thought I gotta make some loveys, and what better way to try and do it when the yarn comes with a little stuffy head on top. So this is what I made using the Star Afghan Yarnspirations pattern here, with 2 6 millimeter circular needles. I did my first knit from the inside out project, and it was very fun to learn how to do that. So that is the skirt part of it, I suppose, or the blanket part of it. Down here was done with that, and then I just inside here just gave it a really, really, really good sewing. And then so that's the Cookie Monster one I did up. And I love how it turned out. It turned out perfect. That's so cute. I also did Oscar the Grouch. Really, really nice. You can see how the pattern works up there. Okay. And I have 2 other ones that I did. And just to let you guys know for this pattern, the stitches that it does use is knit. You're increasing your knit 2 together, PSSO, which is the pass slipped stitch over, repeat, slip stitch, and that was basically it. So it was a very simple pattern to use to do it, and it just makes such a difference. It looks so good. I'm glad I did this rather than just try to do something basic, because I liked how you had the pointed stars coming out here, right? That was my intentions when I was doing this, trying to find a pattern that would do that. So this one is my big bird. So it turned out great. He's gonna love it. And then the last one I just finished off yesterday was Dear Elmo. So here's how Elmo turned out. It's pretty awesome. I'll just get you up close here so you can see how the star pattern worked. Just turning it around. Love it. Okay, so that's my finished objects. That's my works in progress. And now finally my acquisitions. So I have to work on this for my grandbaby boy because my daughter wants to get pictures of my grandbaby boy. I guess I could call him Pascal now because I think that's the name she's sticking with. And I think it's the cutest thing ever. So for Pascal, I am making him the Santa baby sack and hat. This pattern actually, I can't seem to find the person who wrote it. So if I can figure that out, I will add that in the description box below. It basically just uses knit, purl, knit front back, knit 2 together, and purl 2 together. And then on here, she's using 6.5 millimeter and 5 millimeter needles. So I'm not exactly sure which yarns I'm going to use for this yet. I don't know if I have a fine enough. I have a pretty thick red. I don't know if I have a fine enough one. So there might be an order happening here pretty soon. So that could be fun. And then the next acquisition I have is for the Tree of Life afghan. Now I know I've done this one before and I've shown you guys, but that one was in crochet. So I actually wanted to do it in the knit, and I want to do it, I'm not exactly sure what color I want to do it, but I'm thinking almost the same thing as the scarf yarn. But I was really hoping I could get some ideas from you guys. If anybody could add in the comments below just what they would do if they were doing the Tree of Life afghan, what colors they would use, if they would use something that's got a few different colors in it, if they would use cake or cake yarn or whatever you would use for a yarn to try and do it. And or if you've wanted to use a certain yarn to do it, I will do it here and then I can show you guys when it's done to see if you like it. The Tree of Life afghan knit was done by Nikki Epstein. And then I think you can just find it regularly on the Line Brand yarn site. Basically, for the most part, I just Google Tree of Life afghan and they come up. So it shouldn't be too hard to find if any of you are interested in doing it. And then my last acquisition, which I may not happen for a little bit. Got enough things going on. I got to finish some and get myself all organized here. And then I always keep watching YouTube videos, finding more and more things I want to make. So it makes it really difficult. But this is it. It's from the Mary Maxim, I'm going to say September catalog. I don't see volume 539A. So it kind of looks like this on the front. And then the pattern I want to do is for Pascal as well. It is the baby snowflake jacket and hat. So you can see that in this picture here. I would really love to do this for him. I think it would be cute as ever. And I've done the only color work one I've done is that sweater. That's the first one, and I'm hoping this will be the second one. So we'll see how that goes. This is, from what I can tell, it's got just 3 red, gray, white, 2 different grays. So 4 color changes in it. And so I'm really excited to try that. And that'll be my, we'll see if it gets done, acquisition. Hopefully, I have hopes for it because I like it. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Everything's laid back and calm now. Everybody's settling into school and enjoying things. I haven't had any complaints from the kids yet besides the regular, I just don't want to go today, you know. But it seems like the schools are doing a really good job of getting things organized and making it easier for kids to transition. The first week it was staggered, so it was half, it went by first letter, last name. And then the second week was when they all started going at the same time. So we'll see how that goes. It's only been, yeah, a couple weeks, so we'll see. My only concern, I guess, would be is if your child is sick every time you're supposed to keep them home, which is okay. I'm fine with that. But I'm wondering if they should have something set up where people, these kids can just go right on to some sort of communication thing and watch through the class program, or connect with maybe an on-school or online school program to still keep in the loop for those sick days they are not allowed to be there. So that would be my concern, because you want to keep them home when they're sick like that in any way that you can, but you also don't want them falling behind. So yeah, that's kind of up in the air for me, so I don't know what's going on there. Other than that, that's it for now, you guys. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'd love if you could tack the little thumbs up down below and subscribe to my channel. And if you do want to keep seeing my videos when they do come out, just click the little bell button there at the bottom as well. I guess we'll talk to you guys again real soon. Thanks a lot.